Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Meet Praneeth. In today's video, we are going to discuss H1-B stamping in United States. And you might have seen a lot of news, a lot of different articles covering this topic that soon we might expect that H1-B visas will be stamped in United States. So we'll today discuss how it will impact and how beneficial it would be for people who are in H1-B, especially from India, to get stamped in US. So before starting today's video, I know some of you must be wondering that there was no video last week. And the reason behind that, who are connected with me on LinkedIn might be aware of it. I'll not talk about that reason in this video, but I'll definitely cover that topic in the upcoming videos, so stay tuned. And thank you so much for showing all the love and support. I think I'm really motivated and I'll definitely bring informational content to you through my channel. And now let's jump back into the topic. So let's start with some of the statistics that lie around H1B visas. So in general, USCIS says that each year, each fiscal year, USCIS gives out 65,000 H1B visas. And apart from that, it also gives, USCIS also has 20,000 additional H1B visas, which are basically given to people with higher degree from US universities, or if they're working for or if they're working for non-profit organizations. Now, apart from that, let's say each year if some of the visas are not used or not allotted, they also get spilled over to the current fiscal year. So that creates, let's say, 80,000 or 100,000 visas each year that are given out. And another statistics around this is 70% of these H1Bs are given to Indians. So that's a good news. Now the other thing is that how the problem starts is that when you get your H1B approved for the very first time, you have to go back to India to get it stamped. And with the pandemic, which was there from 2020 and is still here, and like a lot of new variants are coming and going, there's a huge backlog that has been created at the consulates back in the home country. Right? Whether it's India, whether it's China, whether it's Pakistan, like a lot of different countries are all having a huge backlog when it's coming to stamping of H1Bs. So, and the reason behind that is there's a huge shortage of the staff that could basically help help the consulate for processing of the visas. And because of that shortage, a lot of backlog is going on. Coming to the statistics on backlogs, I think it takes at least 800 days, so probably around year, like almost 2 years, for you to get an appointment for US visa stamping. Now that is a lot of time, especially let's say if you went to India for some work or your family or your personal reasons, and now if you wanted and you went there with the hope that you will get your visa stamped, and now you're not getting an appointment, and your employer back in US is saying that, well, we will not be able to continue your relationship or employment because it's taking a lot of time. So it becomes a lot of problem and it becomes a lot of issues on the mental health, personal and relationships. Sometimes what happens, families are separated because let's say you are in US, your family is in India, or other way around, and it becomes a lot of hassle and dazzle here and there. So there is a proposal that recently came out from the President's Advisory Commission on the Asian communities and Pacific Islander communities, and the idea is that why don't the US start giving H1B visa stamps in United States. Now that would have a lot of benefit, because let's say if you were allotted your H1B was approved, you can just submit your application to USCIS or DHS and they would give you a stamped visa, like how you get your passport renewed in United States from Indian consulate. So a similar concept, but the problem is I'm not sure how much time this would take to come into an effect, right? With President Biden, I think there is hope that it might come into effect very soon, and that would bring a lot of relief to people who are stuck or basically are not able to go back to their country because of these visa issues. Because once they go, they will not find an appointment, and it will take a huge amount of time to find an appointment and get their visa stamped. So I think that would definitely alleviate a lot of pressure from the people, because now they can travel. Once they get their visa stamped, they can start traveling freely and meet their family, enjoy their trip without the burden on their mind of getting an appointment, stuck in the line, and then coming back to United States. But with this, one other problem that comes into my mind, and I think we should definitely talk about it, is the US staff shortage. So all this backlog that started to happen last in 2020, 2021, it's because there is a shortage of staff at the Indian consulates, right? So what is the chance, or how would the US government make sure that they will not have this shortage in United States, right? Because we know from the fact that US has manpower shortage. So if that shortage continues to happen in the coming years, then I'm not sure how effective this system would be when you can get stamping in the US. So I'm hoping for the best. I'm definitely pretty sure that if this comes into effect, it will help a lot of people, especially people who want to travel to India, travel to China, or wherever they want to go, meet their family, have fun without the burden of getting stuck in a line, and also with the burden that their employment might be just discontinued because it's taking a lot of time to get the visa stamped. So I hope this comes into effect very soon, and I hope you also found this video really helpful. There is no concrete thing right now, so don't believe that it's ready and you can just go and get your visa stamped. Till on the date that this video is coming out, or when I'm recording, it's still the same process, that once you get your H1-B approved, you'll have to go to India or your home country to get it stamped. Now, if you're getting your visa renewed, or if it's a Dropbox appointment, I think then you can also go to Mexico or Canada to get it stamped. But I would definitely advise you to talk to your immigration attorney and make sure you have all the paperwork and all the important documents that are needed to get your visa stamped. Yeah, I'm hoping, a lot of people are hoping that this will come into effect. And if this comes into effect, then what will happen is you will get your visa approved, your H1B is approved. You can go to an US, maybe submit your application like you do for green card, and then just submit an application, and then probably your passport will come back with a stamped US visa. So hopefully this will help a lot of people, and this comes into effect very quickly. And please let me know if you have any questions. Drop in the comments, and let me know what are the other topics that you want to cover on this channel. As you have seen, I have made a lot of videos in EB1, so please do check them out. I have also made some videos on retrogression and how the spillover works. So if you have any questions there, feel free to let me know, and I'll be very happy to research about it and make a video about it. I think thank you so much for all the support. I think a lot of people are enjoying the video. A lot of people are commenting, so that shows that people really like the content, and they're happy to also share it with their friends, family, and colleagues. So yeah, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video very soon. So, and have a wonderful weekend.